hell?
Camera, lights, action for dramatic effect here as we build this guest behind the scenes while I load his intro. My name is Dan C. Bearded. I am the co-host of this show, and this show is the Doctor's Orders on Dr. Nick's Amazing Man Stuff YouTube channel. And where is Dan and good care? Yeah, where'd the good doctor go?
I don't know.
So he is the doctor of time and space, and once in a while, when you dabble in those dark arts, there can be a glitch in the matrix, and
There can be. It fights back sometimes is the problem.
Oh, it does. It does. And I do
like
have a topic I'm going to have to make sure we cover today, Don, talking about that, and we'll get there. But welcome, you guys. We're going to talk about end of summer plans today. We're going to talk about the craziness of life and anything else you guys want, and the pending episode 100 from the Doctor's Orders that shall be coming in 1 week. We're going to talk about that as well. But first, we've got the ghost face killer. We got the bearded bun guru, the tied in a knot, thank me later, Mr. Dr. Nix, Mr. Phelps himself. Nick,
Why,
how you
hello.
doing? Looking all gold and black matching out there.
Dude, I don't know what the camera's doing. Sorry. I'm like on I'm at the home studio, and I got this I recently set up like this cool video switcher KVM so I can switch between like the Mac and the PC with one pair of cables going to the monitor.
Dang.
Sharing USB devices between the two of them.
Dang.
And the camera is the only one that I didn't have quite dialed in today. Probably should have done that. But hey, here I am. Here I am. Home studio. I'm not on the road. We'll explain.
Yep.
Not on the road. I'm not at a rest stop, and I'm not in the studio. And we're not getting ready to jump on the road right after this, like we were going to. But all of that for later. Here I am. Here you are. Here all these beautiful people are.
Yes. I'm going to call that
99.
episode 99.
I feel like if I was better at singing, I would make up like a really bad version of like 99 red love balloons, and I'd be like 99 beard oil balloons or something. And I had it in my head, and it just didn't sound really good.
Yeah.
So I held off.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sure we could collab on something pretty good. We have some nice creativity with that one. So
we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to call this your New Year's Eve outfit. It seems like a great Gatsby New Year's Eve party. Nick going to show the way it goes.
You're kind of right. I think you said something about that last time, and I was like, ooh, I kind of like that. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Now the camera is getting used to itself, and then this is
go.
good. And you got it. I mean, listen, I found this shirt on eBay, and I was just scrolling looking for something else, and all of a sudden there was a shirt. I saw the North Face logo, and I was like, oh, it's a cool North. That's not the North Face at all. That's the Ghost Face.
Oh my gosh.
So it's
amazing.
like, it's both. Oh man, love it.
It found you.
It like, I like giggled when I saw it, and I was like, buy now, take my money. And then it shows up, and I open it up, and I just giggle again. And like every time I put it on in the morning, I'm like, it's just one of those stupid things.
Do you get comments out in public like, dude, love that shirt?
Oh, dude, yeah, constantly. And you know what? I started actually I only wear it on days where I'm going to put my beard up in a bun too, because like you actually need to be able to read it.
Yeah, right. You want to show people. I'm the same way. If I have something important that's like on the shirt, it's going up in a bun, like a jersey or something like that. You got to know who I'm showing right here.
You got to. It's important. And it's like I was trimming some trees in the yard. We were just talking about this last week. It's perfect timing. And it's been raining last week, and there's like all kinds of, pollen and mildew and crap all over the branches and leaves. So there I am, like standing there, like branches coming down right past me and leaves falling everywhere. Day later, of course, beard on fire, like whatever like got in there. So I've been like hitting it with hypochlorous acid, like constantly. And then, just our shelter and face, our beard sanitizer. And then I nighttime butter. Morning, I'm hitting it with, oil, and then locking it in with butter, and I'm putting it up in a bun to make sure I just like concentrate that butter and don't give it a chance to dry out and to breeze. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want anything getting leached out while I'm trying to hydrate. But I'm going through that repair process right now. Like if I move my beard like this, it hurts right here and right here on my skin. It's like that follicle is irritated on both sides. So it's better now that I've been hitting it, but it sucks.
Dude, and when people reach out to me and they have skin conditions and sensitive skin, and they're like, which company do I go with? I'm like, you guys, like, this company was made because of Nick's sensitivity to situations like that. Like, when he says that if he's going to be working on those types of things, he knows he's going to have those issues. Like, you've always had that, and you essentially developed this company to have the best way to make it as preventable as possible and then treat it in the best way possible.
That's it. And like, I was just talking to my mom about it 2 days ago. She's like, well, your dad didn't have allergies, so I guess you got that from me. And I'm like, yep. And the teeth. Yep. And the knuckles. Yep. And the tendons. Yeah. And the skin. Oh yeah. And it just kind of kept going on. We were kind of cracking up. And we were recalling the time when I was a kid and I went in for like the allergy test and the lady thought it was cross-contaminated because every single sample popped. And it basically just boiled down to like, I'm literally allergic to anything that grows out of the ground and has leaves or pollen or flowers or anything.
Wild. Absolutely wild. And yeah, many of you found this community, this channel, this company because of that aspect, and obviously was much needed. And then once you start to think about the doctor's angles of it and stuff, it's perfect. Like perfect.
Welcome.
Yeah, right. Welcome to Nick's world. He can understand in this one. And speaking of your attire, I have a kind of cool afternoon today. I got to run after the stream because I have my first ever professional photo shoot that was arranged for me because of something that you know.
I know about it.
Nobody else does, and I can't until like early September.
Yeah, you've been gagged. Yes. Gag order.
Yes. And so I have a photo shoot for this. I'll tell you guys, it's an award. And I'm going in, and they had it last year for the recipients. So I'm looking through it. Man, it's suit, tie, suit, bow tie. And I'm like,
beard.
I got to do me. I'm like, I got this because of me. I got this because of how I go about myself in business. And so I have this, it's a polo, but it's my banded collar polo.
There you go.
And so I'm going with these. I am going to put on pants. I got some nice gray pants.
Pants are, you know what?
Yeah.
Every sign at every store says shirt, no shoes, no service. No mention of pants. But I would say for a photo shoot, it is implied.
And yeah, there's just too many risk because it's a kind of a two thing. So you have like the thumbnail for the award, which will be like a headshot. Then when you click on the award, at least last year, it then zoomed out and showed the whole shot, the whole situation. Cool. So when you're doing full body shorts, you get a little bit risky. So we'll make sure we're careful there.
The funny thing about that, though, what you said is it's not that, well, I got to be myself. I got here because of me, right? It's not that you need to. It's the fact that you get to. Like it's one of those things where those people got there wearing suits and ties because of the job they have or whatever else they're doing, right?
Yep.
And you got there for doing what you do, and you do it the way that you like to look. And so it's all those other people have to wear what they're wearing because that's what their peers expect them to be seen as. And you get to wear exactly what you want because that's how your audience is used to seeing you.
Right. And it's just who I am. Like when we go out for a date, I'm like, Sam, hat or no hat? Literally your call. I don't care. Yeah. It's hat every single time.
Same with Jill.
Yep. No one that won this award last year had a hat on. And so I'm like, I'm doing my thing, man. I'm going to wear my hat and I'm going to feel so freaking cool going into this, knowing they've taken other people's pictures that are from this realm and this world, but it's so different. And I'm so pumped for it. Yeah. But I've literally never had since like senior pictures, a photo shoot situation outside of beard contests where I'm a judge and it's just stand there, you know? So I'm like, they're going to tell me to pose, right? They're going to tell me what looks better. I'm like, I don't know. This is a whole like new world for me. And I am excited. I don't really have any like nerves with it, but it's just like, I don't know what to expect. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I do know I'm going to be rocking it with confidence. So I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be fun.
I don't know why that keeps happening. That's so weird.
It's the camera, not your lights.
No, it is the camera. Yeah, it's weird. It's like it flips between like the control of like the Mac trying to control it versus like the Logitune thing. So I don't know. It's just being, you know what it is? It's just trying to be a continuation of Monday, and I'm not going to let it.
Nope, not today.
Not today, boys and girls.
And Jim, you're right. He says the worst pick you'll ever take are the ones you're out of your comfort zone. And I am going to try just have fun with it. I'm going to try and just show myself and have a lot of fun with it. And yeah, so literally Sam will try to take pictures. The only good pictures I ever get are from Sam, like setting me up properly and making me laugh or whatever. She'll literally tell me, Dan, all right, smolder. I don't know what a smolder is. And then she'll try to explain it.
Oh, sure you do.
But I don't know. I cannot physically smolder. And she'll like tell me to smolder, and then it'll look like I'm pooping or look like something real strange. I'm serious.
You'll start
man.
like the Matthew McConaughey eyes. You'll be like the,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like Zoolander,
Yeah. And so
they're having a dance fight.
I'm like, if the photographer tells me something like that, I'm just gonna be like, dude or dudette, like that's not. I don't know how to do that. And anytime Sam tries to tell me something like that, I just mess up, and all I can think is like pooping faces. I don't know why, but that's just what it goes to.
Well, you weren't destined to be an underwear model. That's just what it comes down to, really.
Yeah. I confirmed on that one.
Hey, you suspect some things about yourself sometimes, and once in a while they get confirmed.
Did you know I am an actual official sock model? I am a paid model for socks. Like that's an actual real career tab for me.
So I did not know that. However, I'm not surprised, and it's not your feet; it's the calves. I mean, we all know why you're there. We all know there's a reason you're not a foot model. You're a sock model, right? They cover up the foot. You're the opposite. You're the opposite of a foot model. They're like, cover those things. Like the Ren and Stimpy sound comes out. It's like, but it's like calves. Bam.
They saw the calves. They're like, we got to make this work, but those got to go. Like,
we got to figure this out.
Those tires ain't kicking.
What are we going to do? Put them in socks. That's what we'll do.
It's so true. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, I do this professional photo shoot, and I just have like dueling like poop knives just like between my vision. Oh man, I could have fun with this, but it is something.
You gotta like cross it up like this.
Yeah, exactly. Just right in front of me. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You just see like one eyeball between them, Oh wow. So many people
wouldn't be able to use those pictures on LinkedIn Canada.
Oh yeah.
They'll get taken right out in customs.
That's true. That's true. You know
violates
that story?
A lot of their social laws.
Do you know my poop knife Canada story?
Yeah. Okay. That's why I said Canada.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. And Jacob, Nick has a way of doing this. Freaky timing. And Nick will share whatever he's comfortable with. And Jacob, I was just talking about you and about this 15 minutes ago.
We were talking about it right before the stream.
So thank you. And I was going to say, those were my plans for after the stream. Nick had different plans for after the stream today. But Nick, what's going on? How does it relate to this? Whatever you want to share here.
Yeah. Oh man. So, as we said last week, if you guys were watching or if you listened since, or, we were going to be visiting my mom down in Tennessee this week. So the plan was do this stream at the office, and then jump on the road, like probably 3 a.m. tonight, / tomorrow morning. And, Saturday we had a family emergency pop up with a relative here locally in Massachusetts. And unfortunately that person is, they're going to need some assistance getting out of the hospital and back home and all that kind of stuff. And, Jacob, and we were dealing with something very similar to what you deal with. And so, with your son. So it's, one of those things. Thankfully, everyone is stable at this point. The person is has moved from the ICU down to I don't know what you call it, general population. It's not jail, but I mean it kind of feels like it. Food's just like it. And so they they're looking good, but it's like one of those things where I wasn't gonna take my son and myself down to see my mom without Jill leaving her here by herself to deal with everything. Although she wanted me to, she said, go fly down instead of drive, this kind of stuff. And I was talking to my mom and she's like, you're not going to want to be away from Jill while she's handling all kinds of stuff like that. Like, what if something goes sideways? Like, what if, it's just emotional. She comes home by herself. So I had Jill telling me to go. I had my mom telling me, you better not come because you need to be home for your wife. So of course I have the two women in my life that I do whatever they say, saying different things. So I was like, either you guys are gonna, you guys figure this out. I'll do whatever you both feel like I should be doing, because I'm not doing one with one pissed at me for doing it. So hey, we came to a group decision that it made the most sense just to reschedule later in August. We're going to probably end up flying down because we have a dog sit at that time and can't lose the day before and after driving. So we'll be flying down probably like last couple of weeks of August.
There you go. There you go.
But here I am at the home studio cranking away. Jack is downstairs hanging out doing 11-year-old summertime stuff. And Jill is bouncing back and forth between medical facilities. So
shout out to Jill. Stay strong there. Thank you for being an amazing human. And anybody going through tough times, whether it's you personally with health, with mental, we're here for you. But also any caregivers out there, people that are taking care of loved ones and friends and family. That's like the silent, tough job that you can't really talk about, and it wears on you. It's heavy, but you're not alone, literally not alone. And if you ever need someone, I know I'm available, Nick's available. We get it, we understand, and sometimes you just need to vent. Sometimes you just need to talk. Had a great talk with Jacob last night, and I extend that welcome to literally anybody that's listening now live or in the future, you guys. We got you, and we value you guys. Like our guy Jay Summers right here, Justin, says, y'all are amazing and have helped me mentally so much.
Dude, I love hearing that. It's just like, anything. I mean, hell, man, it's like we all go through stuff, but it's like, it's so much easier when you have people around you that either, they get it, or it's just, even if they don't, like some people are, good at listening. Right. And it's just, it helps to just get it out sometimes. Like you sit there with stuff inside that's going to bug you, and then you say it out loud sometimes, and it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to make you feel better by talking about it, or you're going to realize by talking about it that it actually wasn't as bad as you thought it was, and you're not quite sure why you're as upset as you were, So it's like, verbalizing things is good for so many reasons, and it's like I think we all sucked at it pretty bad for a while.
Yeah.
And now it's like the world's more accepting of it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And just my advice is don't go into an own hole. Don't go into like this complete tunnel where you block everybody out. You don't even realize sometimes just having conversations. Nick and I do it all the time where we help each other and literally had no intentions or no thoughts of helping. We'll just be having a full-blown conversation, and I'll say to Nick, like, dude, you don't realize how much I needed that. And it just random conversation, something clicks. Somehow the universe, the time and space has a way of delivering something you need at a time where you need it the most. So from personal experience and lots of observations, don't shut out the people that you talk to and love the most. Just talk to them. It doesn't even have to be a vent session or pouring your heart out. No. Just have a normal conversation. For me, it goes the longest way.
Dude, it really does. It helps. It's crazy how much it helps. But it's funny too, because you do that to me all the damn time. I'll be like, man. And once in a while I'll get a text from you, and it's like, all right, I just got to complain about something and leave it here. You'll text me, then you'll be like, rant. And I'll be like, I'll comment back on certain parts of it, and we'll get talking about stuff. But it's just like, I do the same damn thing. I'm like, all right, no one else is going to get this. So here it is.
Yep. No, G-Rod, you're exactly right. Having a friend like that for me is everything. And Nick's right. I'll literally message him and be like, hey, buckle up. This is a rant. And Nick has no concept or idea where I'm going with it. I'll drop it. I'll end it. And then, okay, I'm good. And it just really, really, really helps. And so literally any time, you guys, man, it's not even a thought. We like Dan saying, been there for him, and Donald saying that about emotions during this time of year. And dude, I fully get it. And we all have these battles nobody else sees or hears, whether it's, again, time of the year anniversaries and that you don't really talk about, just stuff, and like for my household, coming into the end of fall is always tough because Sam hates giving the kids back to school, and it really, really weighs heavy on her. And so for us, we love summer and the vitamin D and all that, but once we get going towards sending the kids back, it starts to become heavy. Then we get into school and it's all good, but that's things that most people don't think about, or don't encounter. So reach out, communicate, guys. And with that said too, I would like to show a little bit of positive vibes, a little bit of love here, not from me, but if you guys will direct your attention to the little scrolly, Nick and Jill don't even know that this was happening or existing, but we have a friend, a subscriber, a customer, a fan of Dr. Nick's. His name is Cole B, to be exact, not Cole Cuts that's been on here, but Cole B, just a great guy. He said he's been so impacted by this company and the people behind it. He wanted to surprise Nick and Jill, and he purchased two $25 gift cards. We're going to give them, I have it all set up, all ready for you guys. Again, they had no idea. We're going to give away two different $25 gift cards to you guys today, all straight up from the literal pockets and courtesy of a fan, a subscriber, and a friend of this channel.
Wow. Thanks, Cole. That's awesome, dude. That's so cool. I had no idea.
And they're already done. They're already taken
Genuinely
care of.
Surprised.
Yeah, so if you guys win, I'll be reaching out to you after and sending you guys the gift card, and we will do that at the end of the show today. Remind me if I forget in the last 5 minutes or so, but I think I should be good to remember. So yeah, we have a surprise gift card at the end of the show today, and I'm very excited about that one. And if you guys have not already, if you could, just real quick down at the bottom, hit that thumbs up. Like the stream, just to show YouTube that we're doing some good stuff here. And man, we got to throw this out there. Julie, aka Nick's mom, says, I'm a lucky mom who's able to vent or share with my son Nick in order to feel better. Lucky mom I am. That's amazing.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I mean, I have the same thing with her, right? I mean, it's just her and I have kind of always had that, it's like moving around so much.
Yeah.
There's a ton of times where the only people my mom and I even had in our lives, as a whole, really were each other. So, we just, from me as a little kid, kind of, we had real heavy conversations when I was a kid because, again, my mom, she was kind of, she was always in a new place too, just like I was. And it's even harder to make friends when you're a parent than a kid, right? Because you're not going to school and meeting everyone that lives around you. So, no, we've kind of always had that. And once in a while, she'll, we'll talk, and then she'll text me later or something saying that oh man, I feel a lot better. Thanks for talking. And I reply back. I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm glad you feel better, but I don't know what I did. And it's just, we've always kind of just had that with each other. Even if neither one of us are, involved in whatever it is or really get it all the way. It's just good sounding board, like you were saying earlier.
Exactly. Just talk. And also, and I think I know a little backstory on this here because I was watching, but Jacob has a $25 gift card that he would like to give away as well. So I'll put down at the bottom, we're actually going to have 3 different $25 gift cards that we'll give away on the stream today.
Dude, Jacob, thank you so much for that, man. I was going to, and I'm glad we got this worked out too. I saw that when it came in last week, and my brain was melted after ending a stream late at night the other night. So I'm glad you reminded us here. Thank you so much for that, dude. Super cool.
Yeah. And Jacob, if you just want to send me that gift card through email, my email's in all the video descriptions, or if you want to send it to me on Instagram, I'll make sure to get that over to the winner, and I'll take care of that. So Jill, I know you're listening. You got nothing on this giveaway today. I got it all taken care of.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, man. And Jill, look at that. We're doing something extra, and it's no extra work for you. That never happens.
Right. Jill takes the brunt of a lot of the amazing things that this company does and gets a lot of the limelight for. She's doing silent in the background, hustling, sweating, working hard with a fever pace, truly. So, guys, I can't say it enough how amazing Jill is and how much of an asset she is to this company and to this community.
Yeah, every little extra thing we do for you guys equals extra work for Jill, and she's never pushed back on one of them because of it being extra work. Because she doesn't look at it like that. It's just, I see it like that because I see the extra workload that it puts on her and the extra hours she spends.
That's amazing.
But
amazing.
She never talks about it, never complains about it, and never walks away or turns anything down because she doesn't want to do it. So.
Absolutely. And man, Justin is saying, he goes, I'm going to do 2 more and I'll send it over. Wow. You guys are insane.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
We're going to have $125 worth of giveaways today that are sponsored by you guys.
Right.
Whoa.
Wow. From Cole, Justin, and Jacked Up. That's amazing.
Dude, you guys are awesome.
That's so cool. So stay tuned for that, guys. We're going to have 5 different gift cards today. Wow. Absolutely amazing.
We better start doing those every 5 minutes pretty soon here.
Right. Yeah. We'll get them going. But with that said, too, I believe the Jacked Up Leatherwork gift card was birthed because you had a guest appearance on a live stream this last week, the Bearded Respect, where you were interviewed. How'd that go? Any highlights or thoughts from I enjoyed it as a viewer, but any thoughts from your experience of getting interviewed for this live stream?
I mean, super cool dudes. First of all, I'll first and foremost, I mean, you couldn't ask for a nicer group of guys to spend some time with on a Thursday night. You know what I mean? Just genuinely nice, good guys. And it was fun. Like it's a different format. It's a different pace. It's a different subject matter, different way of going through it. It was a lot of fun. And, they, what's cool about it, I guess, is I think the coolest part is directed at everyone watching or listening here today is that, whenever it's kind of like you're like, if you're someone who like speaks at like your company a lot, or like you've someone who like you went to school and you spoke at your school a lot, and all of your peers are there, the ones that you're talking to,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're asked to do a guest spot at another school, or you're asked to do a guest spot at another company, present to a different audience. Your nerves naturally think to yourself like, oh, okay, well, the people I usually talk to like what I say and, like how I deliver things, but I don't know who these people are going to be. Like, I don't know any of these people. And then I get in there and it's all of you guys. Like, it's literally like all of you guys came and showed up in force. Like, I literally felt like it was like just one of our streams, but with different faces on my screen while I was doing it. I didn't see you, but you were in the chat. Yep. And, obviously I'd never see any of you guys, but you were all there. So it's like, talk about making me just feel comfortable and letting my guard down like right away. That definitely did it. Right. Cause it was like a bring your own audience, BYOA. Yeah. And so it was like, that was it, man. It's all you guys were there. I felt comfortable. It was fun. Yeah. There's not much not to like.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it was fun, and just some silly questions that brought out some info that I didn't know about you. That was really cool. So you can't beat that. Cannot beat that.
Fun. It was good.
So awesome, guys. And yes, we are going to do 3 $25 gift cards from Cole and Jacob. And then at the end, very, very end, we'll do a $50 finale, and we'll get that one going. Dan, he's saying he's doing oil and butter combo for the end of summer giveaway. Dan, what if we hold on to that one? I think we have a really good amount at 4 today, but that would be amazing to do on a future stream. So if we could hold on to that one just for kind of time purposes, because this could get to be an amazing runaway train on us here. But dude, amazing. Thank you so much on that.
Dan. And Jill will be back in the office more regularly next week, so it'll be easier for her to handle the logistics of getting that physical giveaway out. This is great today because we're able to do just virtual email giveaways that Dan can handle. So save that on till next week. We'll do that one on there, man. Yep. Thank you so much.
And next week being episode 100, I have a feeling we might do some on our end. So, kind of stay tuned there. Stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah, I think there might be something there.
So I knew we'd have a bunch of random tangents today because that's what we do and that's what we love. But I did want to talk about end of summer plans. We are coming up on the actual end of summer. It is going to be in a week, August. Insane. I want to know if anybody out there has any end of summer plans that they are excited about, that they are dreading, that they just simply have coming up, where you're like, I want to get this in before the kids go back to school. I want to get this in before the temperature drops, or for whatever the situation may be. And I'll start while you guys kind of think about them. My family, next week, we're going to Columbus for this week that we've been really, really looking forward to all year. And we've had planned for a long time, and I'll still be doing all my streams and all the videos and all that stuff you guys know already. We actually have a house, which is cool. Our first time doing an Airbnb.
Oh, nice. You're
for any extended amount of time. So
hopefully you got a good one that works out.
It looks beautiful. It's got a hot tub, looks a nice area. So we're close to food. So we're excited. We're super excited.
That's
we hope
awesome.
The hopes to host are good. But we are going down first. It's like a book end of a week. It's really cool. The first part of it is an English Premier team. Aston Villa is traveling over here to play the Columbus Crew, who is our team. So we get to go watch that. Awesome. Then Maddox has a 5-day soccer camp at the Columbus Crew, and just super high-level soccer. It's going to be so fun. He's there all day. He'll have lunch there. They do like games and go swimming and just really cool stuff. While the rest of the family I'll be working. They'll be going places. We'll just be kind of bouncing around. And then at the end, the other end of the week is the Man City versus Chelsea, two of the biggest and best soccer teams in the entire world from England. They are coming. We get to go to the training on Friday night, where each team trains for 2 hours. We get to go have front row seats to that. And then on Saturday is the actual game, Man City versus Chelsea, and we're going to it and then coming home that weekend. So,
dude, that's awesome.
packed week for us, but we're so pumped, and like some like really cool like steps for Maddox and his dreams and goals for soccer. So that's our biggest thing. And we got another small camping trip at the very end of summer. But Nick, what about other than the plans to go see your mom in August? Any other end of summer before Jack goes back to school plans?
I mean, so yeah, we have my my sister from another mister is coming up from Florida
Oh,
to
cool.
stay with us here for like the 12th to the 19th for her birthday. So that's gonna be fun. We always find all kinds of fun stuff to do when Alicia's up here. So that's gonna be cool. Jack, my son Jack, for those of you who don't know, Jack is here in the chat because he's home today as well. He's going to MIT on campus for some classes for 3D modeling, rendering, 3D design from a graphic on the computer standpoint. And then they're translating those 3D designs and work that they learned into 3D printing models. So he's kind of learning like some animation and some 3D structure with Blender. And then how to turn those things into printable schematics that he can run through a 3D printer. So he's got a week of that coming up here in August. And then now we're going to be shooting down to Tennessee at the end of August, go see my mom. Shoot, aside from that, man, literally just trying to be like out on the water as much as we can, out at the beach for dinner as much as we can, having fires and hanging out. Maybe a couple of little short things. There might be something that involves something that has like some water slides or something that's got some roller coasters or something. We're going to try to slam one more cool thing in here before the school year begins. It's going to be his first year of middle school. He's gotten out of elementary and into 6th grade. So new school. Our district is made up of a whole bunch of elementary schools. I think there's like 5 of them. And there's one middle school, one high school. Yep. So all the elementary schools, everyone collapses into the one middle school. So it's like some of the kids he wasn't in school with, they're going to be there. Some of the ones that he was are going to be there. So it's a big transition. So, it's just kind of doing all that, man.
And Jack, that's the year I used to teach 6th grade. Same thing. We have like 6 or 7, maybe more than that, 6 or 7 elementaries that come together to middle school. That's the year you get to write whatever script you want to be, man. These kids are all coming together. They don't really know you. They don't know each other. They're more worried about themselves and their locker and their rotating classes and their book bag and all that stuff. You get to be whatever you want if you're that dude that came in. And by the way, I hope you guys can go back. For those of you that don't know, Jack, and a brilliant young man, so cool, so kind to my kids, will forever have a spot in my heart. But those of you that don't know him, and you were hearing Nick talk about his son going to MIT on campus, coding, he said semantics, he said all these words. Yeah, he's going into 6th grade.
Yeah, Jack's 11.
11 years old, and all those things Nick said are true about him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's huge. I mean, he literally gets to be immersed like into the MIT labs side of the campus. I mean, he gets dropped out. It's not like a couple hour thing either. Like I'm gonna have to actually work remotely from the city that week, and I'm gonna be doing the live stream from a friend of mine's conference room that's nearby the MIT campus that I'm gonna be kind of squatting in for the week. But I'm going to be driving him in, dropping him off at 8:30 in the morning. He's going to be his own dude all day. He's going to eat lunch at the campus cafeteria with all the other students that are there in the summer. The lab work that's going on there, the genetic coding work continues through the summer. So he's going to be around genetic scientists, robotics professionals. The Boston Dynamics robot lab is right there next to where he's going to be doing his 3D printing lab. So like the robot dogs that you see and all that kind of stuff, those Boston Dynamic dudes are right there on campus at MIT with their building right adjacent to it.
Wow.
So, I mean, he's going to be dropped off at 8:30 in the morning and picked up at 5. So, I mean, he's going to be like full 8-hour day there on campus, kind of getting just immersed and feeling what it's like to be part of a bunch of other really smart, creative people.
Yeah. And it's so wild how my son Maddox has almost a parallel kind of week, but in a different world. His is with soccer, and when he's there, same thing. He's there. He has lunch with the players. He's fully immersed in that life for a week. Same thing. We drop him off at 8 in the morning. We pick him up, 6 o'clock at night. And the last time he did this, he had all the pictures. Like, for example, they took a picture, and he's the one over Cucho Hernandez's shoulder. Cucho Hernandez might be the best player in Major League Soccer right now. He could be the captain for the All-Star game tomorrow. He is an All-Star, and it's like that's who he spent the week with, and he's about to again. And
That's
like
incredible. Like
insane.
It's so cool, man. Like, the because of how connected the world is now.
Yeah.
You're able to bring talent together from all these little small groups of talent pools that didn't even used to know that each other existed, until they got to the major leagues. Like there wasn't a way to involve like the people that do what you want to do someday directly with you as there is now. Like there's so many opportunities to just get these kids immersed in stuff and just get them experiences. And you know what it is? Actually, I thought about it a few months ago is what I do now is nowhere near what I would have picked, to do when I was a kid. Right.
Same.
And also I feel like the first things I did as like a young adult were not things that I liked doing, And so, but back when I was in high school, back when I was a kid, teenager, this kind of stuff wasn't around. Right. And so the only way you had to figure out if you liked something or not was to go and do it. And look at the amount of time that you waste in life doing things that you don't like. And then you end up wasting all that experience doing something else. And I'm not going to say wasting. That's a bad way to say it. You end up transitioning away from that. And sometimes you need that experience later and it was valuable. Sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
And I feel like with this stuff that, like Max is getting to do, I feel like the stuff that Jack's getting to do, beyond just like the level of knowledge and skill that it's developing, look at the amount of time that we're going to save them later in life, because they're getting a pretty decent taste for what like the life in that profession would be like if they chose it.
Yep.
Right. And, if nothing else, like even if you don't end up doing it, look at the things you're going to avoid because you knew before you had to spend real time on it out of school to do it. It's huge for so many reasons.
It really, really is. Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't want to be at a radiation tech until I went into it. I literally didn't realize I didn't want to be a principal until I got the degree and had to shadow to get hours to get certified. I'm like, oh, this is horrible. And if there was like a principal camp, my whole life would have been different. And kind of on all this, I added a segment last night to Command's Corner that I'm really digging. It's called Random Rant Monday. The chat give me things to rant about.
Awesome.
And one of them last night was from Miles, who we know in the chat, Double Deuce. He said the positives of kids participating in sports. And my rant was kind of about an older generation oftentimes will say, hey, it's school first and then sports are second. We just had a big millage go through to get new sports facilities in our town. And you wouldn't believe the disgusting Facebook posts about why are we wasting money on sports? Put that money back into books and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, not that it wasn't valuable then, but the world's different, man. And the level that you have of life experience with things like sports, with things, I even literally said robotics team, the chess club, coding groups, any of those things for dealing with an authority figure, dealing with your teammates, dealing with adversity, not having instant gratification and work, all this stuff. I'm like, in this new world today where it's a different path to success into your career, you can't tell me that's not just as valuable as sitting down and doing a history worksheet like every freaking other school out there. It's like there's value in this world more than ever now with situations like these.
Dude, it's huge, man. It's just like I mean, it's not even one of those things either where like, it's not even like, oh man, I wish this kind of stuff was around like when I was a kid, this kind of thing. Like it's I mean, sure, it would have been nice, but it's just like all you can really do is just appreciate like what's there right now. And it's like if you don't take advantage of it or let the kid, let your kids take advantage of it, it's just such a disservice, because later on they're gonna end up either doing something they don't like or not knowing about something they could have been good at or this time of life, man, especially like between 12 and 18, like that's where you really do like dig some of those pathways into your head of like what you want to be and like what you want to do and what you want to spend your time on. It's
no
like
doubt.
That's where those thoughts are originally created. And it's hard to turn those things and hard to reshift those channels that you carve sometimes. So you got to just put as many things out there as you can. Spaghetti at the wall, man.
Facts.
And pick one that you like, that you're good at, and do it.
All right, let's check in on some other summer plans. Our buddy Ken said, Ken, we need a new pitcher. Your beard does not look like this currently, and you're looking more jacked these days, so we need a new pitcher here. But he says, moving into a new place with a pool he does not have to maintain. Very nice. Very nice. Lots of lounging. I can see that.
Oh, yeah. You got the shirt for it.
gearing up for hunting season. Yeah, I mean, hunting
Nice.
season, beard season, playoff beards, no shave November. We're gearing up too, man. We hear you.
Yeah, dude. It's all it's a whirlwind.
Bachelor party for Phil. Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Congratulations, Phil.
My bachelor party was the last time I've been to Canada.
Is it because of your bachelor party that it's the last time in Canada? Like, would they rather you not come back?
So I don't know. I mean,
That's a soft no and a likely yes.
yeah. I will say, true story. We were escorted back to our hotel by police officers, I would say. And
Okay. Yep. So I was pretty close.
Yeah. I had a dual bachelor party. The other bachelor that I was with is my parents' neighbor up north, their son, who I became really good friends with. And he, at that time, was a pro NFL running back and brought his whole offensive line. So it was a night.
That sounds like it definitely was a night.
It was a night. Yes, it was. I was very, I didn't even drink, and I was very, very well behaved. And they, not so much, but it was
not so much.
It was something. Zach says, school starts for me. I'm nervous but excited. Dude, that's super cool.
Nerve-sighted is a good feeling.
Yeah, it means you're living. It means you're doing it.
That's it.
Love that. Blink 182 for Dennis tonight. Dude, that's awesome.
That's super cool, dude. That's going to be fun.
That's nostalgia at its highest. And I have seen Travis Barker in person perform, obviously on drums once. The dude's a magician. I don't know a ton about drums and all that and percussion and whatnot, but the dude is just a magician.
He's really good. They had him on one of those. I forget what YouTube series it is, what channel it's on. There's this. It's actually, you know what it is? It's a drum. It's a drum music app or program that lets you kind of tab out drums, and it uses some AI to figure out drum lines and turns it into music for you so you can learn the songs. It's pretty cool. But they, I forget what it's called, but they bring super duper famous, drummers in, for example, like John Petrucci and like other dudes.
Yeah.
And they have them sit there and they pick a song and they have them learn it live there in the studio without having access to a computer or anything. And so you got these guys learning, like world-class, really good drummers learning like really difficult songs made by other, like they had the guy from Dream Theater, John Petrucci, Steve Vais, Joe Satriani, and he plays with them and all these dudes in G4 and all this stuff. But he had to learn it was a Tool song, but it was like one of like the 7-minute long Tool songs. And so he's sitting there trying to figure it out, and like he's getting frustrated. Oh, it was great.
That's awesome. Jack says you've been obsessing over this app.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I haven't. That's a different app, Jack. But yes, I have been obsessing over
the thing we've talked about a couple times.
Yeah. And then, I'm hinting at what I want for my birthday, for Jack and Jill here to get some like good lists. And there's like a physical version of it that ties into the computer, so you still have physical buttons on the floor. It's getting pretty cool over here.
Nice. And Jack, he was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings and then ended his career. He only played for 2 teams, but ended his career with the New Orleans Saints. And he's a Michigan guy, but that's about as far as I will go on that one. I don't want to dox him out here too much. Man, but 182, awesome. Going to Killington in August for some downhill mountain bikes. Heck yeah.
And it looks like I'm out of that one, Dennis. Like, I wish I could go to that, man, but it's like August is getting stacked up, and like the doctor's brain is going to need an actual brain doctor if he does anything else, I think. So I'm all filled up. I'm glad I desired to go to that. But definitely glad I didn't commit and leave anybody out, because I, about this point, would be canceling.
Yeah. You can't get that then. Phil says more ear piercings and tattoos.
Hey, there you go. You never have too many holes in your head or in your skin. It's not possible.
Dennis said thumbs down. Boo.
Boo. I know. I need a clone. I need one that can just handle all the administrative crap, and someone and another one that could like go have fun and actually do stuff.
There you go. Chris is going to Smith Mountain Lake. Nice. Jim is planning to host a large cookout and a New England clam bake with his brothers this Saturday, 2
Hell
fishing
yeah.
trips, and a trip to the Baseball Hall of Fame. Let's go.
Dude, right on.
Getting
Living.
it in.
Living.
Your Boston came out there, Nick.
Oh, I said a dude?
Dude.
Dude.
Wicked, bro.
Dude, show him the dog, kid.
Yeah. Nice. Christopher says he also skates and designs houses using 3D-based CAD software.
Oh, he's a CAD guy. Nice. Yeah, dude. That's, again, I was telling Jack, like, he gets used to working with wireframe models and points of reference and axes inside of a 3D modeling application. I mean, he's going to be able to do CAD. People use Blender and CAD software to develop, gears and parts that go in machines that get carved in CNC machines and those big lathes and stuff. I mean, it's like the world is endless. And that way he can be like, oh, I want to design this. Oh, I kind of know how to do this, this, and this. And that was fun. And I liked this part of it, not that part of it, So yeah, right on.
That's really, really cool. And Justin says, Nick, I know we talked, it was going to be a short visit, but would this time be good? New dates for a meetup? A few have been so nice to me. So I just want to say thank you in person.
Oh, dude. I mean, so you're down in you're down in Tennessee. Is what you're, I think we did talk about this maybe. Yeah, I mean, we're always down. It's whenever we're down at my mom's, it does end up kind of time gets compressed because we just want to spend as much time there with them bouncing around as possible. So we usually do kind of like a game time decision sort of thing if we're gonna do anything. But what you should do is we'll definitely post about the trip. And if I had to tell you the dates, I would say it's gonna be like August, like 22nd through the 26th kind of time frame. So the weekend of like the 24th, 25th. Hit us up on Instagram that week, and let's just see if we can make something line up. If we can, we're in. If we can't, no stress. But heck yeah, man, reach out.
Rob says his son is doing an engineering camp at UMass through his high school, getting a true taste of what the program would entail.
Dude, see, that's what I'm talking about, Rob. Like,
yep.
Where the hell was that when we were a kid? Like, it wasn't there.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Real quick question from Tyler, and I haven't forgot about the giveaways yet. And then Justin, before we do the giveaways here in just a couple of minutes, if you could verify and let me know in the chat that you're good on that $50 card and it's purchased, just let me know. I want to make sure we have it before we commit to somebody. But Tyler says, random question, does essential oil, fragrance oil impact the viscosity of an oil blend? So Nick, speaking on your experience with your products, have you noticed any viscosity difference with the different essential oil blends or AKA scents?
Oh yeah, definitely. And what's interesting about it is like essential oils have a strange way of like causing certain things to coagulate and other things to liquefy. So for example, the reason we don't have a scented beard butter is because we would literally have to have a different ratio of base oils and fats and butters in that mix, depending on what essential oil was getting blended with it, because there's certain scents that we've tested out in our butter and it turns it to liquid. There's other ones that turn it to clumps like clay. And so essential oils are very, very unpredictable, and they absolutely, all of them have a different impact on the viscosity, texture, etc. At the percentage that we use them in our oils, you won't have a noticeable difference. You can obviously see the color difference, but I doubt you'll be able to sense the molecular weight differences that happen from the emulsifying of oil. So I don't think it's detectable really in ours. But I will say that that's the reason why we do have certain products that are unscented, because of that very unpredictable free radical change that occurs with the oxidation of essential oils. Yeah.
Yep. Theoretically, can it make a difference? Yes, but in the potency that it's used, it's likely not the biggest one. The main
other factors are going to impact you way more.
Yep. The main thing you'll notice with the different blends is you can see a color difference, which can be significant based on the different essentials.
Absolutely.
Yep. And then we have our guy, Bearded Pork Chop, is vacationing in Portugal, doing the running of the bulls tonight. Wow.
Whoa.
That's really cool.
Don't tell that to Jill. But also it's one of those things where that's a cultural thing. I get it. It's not like we're deciding to do that all of a sudden in Texas, right? It's there's a whole thing behind all that. That's not just,
right.
what people don't like about the interaction with bulls. Dude,
Right.
that is like a cultural thing that's like something to be a part of. That'd be like going to watch a European, football game like at a big European stadium, like one of those like, like West, one of those Manchesters or something like that. It's like it's an experience. You get to like
Yep.
be immersed because those people like they're doing their thing and
For
you're just
sure.
you're
For
along for the ride.
G Squared says he saw Necro Goblicon touring with Dead Icarus. He said it was Alex's old band. He's trying to figure out a way to make it to a show.
Oh, dude, you've got to go to a show with Necro. I mean, it's fantastic. We're going to be seeing them up here. I forget if it's end of September, maybe. I forget. They're going to be up in New Hampshire. So it's actually their last stop before they're going to we're their last stop on tour, and it's right after they're doing Riot Fest in Chicago. So they're going from Riot Fest, they're coming up here, and then one of their people who's a friend of mine, my good buddy Alex, he's getting married shortly after. So but they have a wedding they're going to that's not theirs, but they have a wedding coming up in right afterwards. So they're going to be coming up here doing the show. Lots of time to hang out and kind of shoot around and do some stuff after. It should be a good time.
Super cool. And Rob's going to Metallica at Gillette.
Oh, nice. That'll be a good show.
Heck yeah.
When you go, if you want to hang out with the buses, just slap a catering sticker on your windshield like I like to do and tell them you need a police escort back to Lot E.
There you go. There you go.
Works like a charm.
Steven says Woodward Dream Cruise. So that's actually in my neck of the woods. So it's in Detroit. They do this like huge, it's got to be one of the biggest in the country, but it's this classic car cruise that they do on Woodward, which is this like legendary road for cars and stuff. And that's, kind of a really big deal in our area. So awesome. Not my thing, but those that love cars are going to be really cool.
Really cool.
Yes, sir. All right, guys and girls. And then, Justin, just simply when you buy a gift card, it should be emailed to you. Just hit the forward button and send it to me over at dan_command@yahoo.com. If you could do that as quickly as you could, that would be greatly appreciated so I can get those taken care of before I have to run to the photo shoot. After,
let's, and we know we have we have 2 from Cole.
Yep.
And we have, we have 2 from Cole.
Yep, 1 from Jacob, a $25, and then we got a $50 one from Justin.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
And we shall do those right now, you guys.
Let's
do it.
And
I have the first 3 located already.
Well, let's get some people some money.
Yeah. All right, guys and girls, most of you know the deal here. There is a link in the chat. Put your email, put your name. It's 100% free. I will get in contact with you as quickly as I can and to get you out there. And I did see, right here. G Squared said, I know you've used to use grapeseed. If you have a bottle that has it in it, how would you know if it went bad? And as Leo said
you'll know.
here, it's going to stink.
You'll know. That's one of those things where like if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have to wonder to yourself, is it bad? Then it's not.
Right.
Because if it is, you will know.
Yeah.
Unless you got COVID like 8 times and can't smell anything out.
So true. Grapeseed is one that has a very unique smell when it goes rancid too. It kind of smells like potato chips is the best way, like stale potato chips. It's not
kind of.
Some of them do the rotten eggs and go real rancid and raw.
Doesn't do
Grapeseed
that.
just gets like stale and like it's great. You'll smell it, and there's zero chance you could be like, did this turn? You smell it, and you're immediately like, oh, okay, something's wrong here. Like
that one went bad.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant smell at all. Not one bit. So good question. All right. And again, guys, there is a link in the chat. Go ahead and click it. Put your name, put your email, and you'll be all signed up. And this is literally courtesy of the community.
Unless your name is Jack.
What's that?
Unless your name is Jack Phelps.
Yes.
Then do not
that,
click
sir.
that link and do not fill out that giveaway.
He's probably too late. He's like, I just want to get involved.
No. What would happen is he would try to cash it in with me. He'd be like, hey, Dad, so I got this $25 gift card for Dr. Nick's.
Hey, I don't blame him for that.
Think I can get $25 to go to the skate park and buy pizza?
That's a little mogul right there.
That's him.
That's him. All right. let's go ahead and do the first one here, you guys. And when we put the name up on the screen, everybody just signed up. So there's about a 0% chance anybody left. So we can just simply drop a congrats in the chat for them. And you guys have pretty solid odds, even though we have an amazing show. I mean, literally, this actually came up on the Bearded Respect. They said, hey, yeah, you do a live stream around lunchtime every Tuesday. And they were like, you actually get really good numbers. And it's like, yeah, we've got about 50 people watching on a Tuesday in live real time. I mean, when you look at like the grand scheme of the beard world, that's unbelievable and so cool. And I want to say thank you guys for making us a part of your Tuesday lunch or whatever you have going on.
Oh, and you're welcome for your pins, G Squared.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like them.
Yeah. Okay. First winner, guys. We can get a congrats in the chat. We have a Mr. Dun, dun, dun. Rob McNabb. Congrats, Rob. Dun, dun, dun. You did it. I'm going to get your information down to myself here, and then I'll be in contact through that email afterwards. So that is for a $25 gift card.
Josh Drennan, they probably think you're like deathly ill. You have a live stream with your doctor every single Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Like you're like, oh God, we can't tell him he can't do it. This guy's going to fall over dead. I haven't had a weekly appointment with a doctor ever.
I have not thought about that. Nick, immediately write this down. We need we know we got the prescription ones. We need doctor's notes for work and for school.
That's going to go out to every new customer that has never bought something from us before. I want to get cards printed that literally look like a doctor's note saying so-and-so is excused from work next Tuesday, this date at 1 o'clock for a meeting with his doctor.
Absolutely brilliant, John.
Done.
You didn't even know what you were doing, John, but this is how we work. We just throw something, we grab it, we run with it. That way you make it super cool, but also we bring new customers over to the live stream and they get to enjoy a live stream. That's so cool. It's like, do you know when sports teams have like championships, they'll send out like the mass, like a template for like a work order. Like they are excused because the Detroit Tigers are in the playoffs. Ha, that's funny. They're not, but
that's
they,
awesome.
That's brilliant. Okay, look at that. I'm already on it to design it. Do it, Jack. Do it. That's amazing.
I literally hear footsteps downstairs. Brittany says, I'm going to go design it. I heard dump, 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 like down the hallway. I'm like, oh, here we go.
A doctor's order, a doctor's note for work. Oh,
on it.
Like perfect.
On it.
Absolutely perfect. All right. Next one we have here, you guys, is, and I feel like I have to say, I'm like, oh, this person loves Dr. Nick. You're all in here. You all love Dr. Nick, so that's pretty easy to say. Do we have, actually, let's throw a congrats in the chat for Mr. Philip Burke.
Heck
Phil,
yeah, right on,
congrats,
Phil.
man.
I know you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. Congrats, Phil. That was the second $25 gift card. I'm going to get that info down there as well. Congrats, dude. Okay, and then we have, so those are our two from Cole. Thank you, Cole. I think he'll be watching on replay in the future. And then we have our winner from Jacob, a.k.a. Jacked Up Leather Works.
Thank you again, Jacob. And you're welcome for making things that work for your son. I work for you, and we are here for both you guys. I'm glad to hear it's working.
That's right. All right, and then our next $25 gift card giveaway, and again, this one is from Jacob, goes to Steven. How would you say his last name?
Brunel.
Okay. The tricky double E there, but I think you are correct. Steven Brunel. Congrats, man. Same deal there. I'll get that emailed over to you.
Hey, there he is. Yeah, cool. He's still here. You just said congrats to somebody else.
Oh, love that.
Close?
Oh, he said close.
Oh, close. Brunel.
That would make sense. Brunel? Yeah, it's got to be Brunel.
Long E? Is that what we're going with here, Steven?
Let us know on there.
Don't leave me hanging here, bro.
All right. And then we have the last one. Justin, I am still waiting on that email unless it went to spam. If you could get that over to me just in the next couple of minutes here. Again, greatly appreciated, dude. All right. Let me go ahead and see on this one. $50. Second wave for sure. Okay. All right. Brunel. Boom. We got it.
As far Justin, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, he's in there.
Oh, it's in there? Okay. We got you, man. You should be all set, dude. Thank you so much.
Yep,
All right.
it's good. He got sent the code. I can actually just I'll shoot you the code right now too, just in case he doesn't have access to it right now. I will give you. I actually don't have the code. I have the confirmation, but you'll be able to get it from him. So
Cool.
we're all good.
Awesome, man. All right.
Approved.
And our winner of the $50 gift card giveaway, courtesy of Justin on here, supporting the community. Dun, dun,
Thank you,
dun.
man.
Do we have in the building a Mr. Maxwell McKenzie? Congrats, Max. Awesome, man. He actually just posted today about getting some Dr. Nicks. So super
awesome.
cool.
Well, hey, look at that. It's
Yep.
like you bought it and now it was free and you get to come back and pick something else out.
Right. And now you get to go and invest in the ones that you want the absolute most. So congrats, man. How cool.
Awesome. Dude,
surprise community sponsored gift cards.
And look at that. We got through our schedule. We had some good rants. We had some good stories. And if I look at that timer right now, it says 1.000.12. Like, we're at an hour. We got our giveaways done. We did our chores. I mean, at this point, I think all there's left to do is, get on with all that summer stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Justin, my email is dan_command@yahoo.com. I put it in the chat as well. It's in the description of all my videos too, but dan_command@yahoo.com. All right, Nick. What a day. Well, again, just insanely fast in the best way imaginable.
Dude.
Next week, you guys, episode 100. We're going to party. We're going to celebrate. It's going to be an amazing time. We hope to see you guys there. Same place, same time. I'll be at a different location, but it's an Airbnb. It should be beautiful. Should have some good Wi-Fi. Nick, final words for our friends out there?
Well, everyone can know that this is going to be really weird for both Dan and I ending this stream, because we usually end the stream and then hang out and we kind of handle up some administrative stuff and we go over things and we answer questions and we vent and everything else. And this time we're going to hit end. I'm going to say bye to you guys. And then there's going to be like about a 15-second gap between saying bye to you and saying bye to Dan, because he's got to hit the road and I got to go. It's time to make the donuts is where it's at for me. I mean, I gotta get some damn work done, So, man, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being there with me last week on the Bearded Respect and not make me feeling like I was like a fish out of water, man. It's like you guys made me feel like I was at a family reunion, which it was. So I really appreciate it. It's I can't believe that so many of you took the time out to come hang out, so it was just great. And so, yeah, next week, can't even believe it. Episode 100. That's nuts. Like,
crazy.
We say it. It's there every week. We have proof, but at the same time, it's still, I just don't believe it. But hopefully we'll see you guys back here for episode 100. And you bet your sweet, sweet chin follicles that we're going to have some sweet giveaways and some fun stuff going on. So come see us next week. Thank you guys for all those giveaways. Thank you for the gift cards and the support. You guys are freaking amazing. So thank you. Love you. See you next week.
All right, guys. Have a great week. We will see